All right, go ahead.
I'm working with two caseworkers, Madden Linton and
Mhm.
Kevin Craven from Meals on Wheels, Care on Wheels in that organization. Helped me fill out an application yesterday for an apartment. Madden told me to wait until February 11th to fill out an application because my troublesome aide that lives with me was getting his first paycheck from maintenance job at Huntington Bank on the 11th. What he didn't tell me is that it was going to be mailed. So I wasn't going to wait any longer. I filled out the application yesterday for a place in Ypsi Township that would work for me. There's no handicap ramp outside, so I would have to have that put together. Madden told me she can handle that. So the application went in last night.
A tenant owes $9,200 in back rent, but explains she's working with caseworkers and applying for new housing. Instead of immediate eviction, the judge delays the writ until the end of the month and says no lockout can happen without another hearing. It's clear the money won't be paid, but she gets time to move with dignity.
And I'm waiting to hear. Madden has told me that this company that runs this particular area, ranch style in Ypsi Township, usually responds within 24 to 48 hours. Okay. And whether or not I'm accepted. When I was filling out my application yesterday with Kevin Craven from Meals on Wheels, Care on Wheels, he thought that there might be some fraudulent activity in my checking accounts because I haven't been paying rent for a while and I should have some money, more money than I do in my accounts. So I'm looking over my accounts. I haven't seen anything that looks fraudulent. I did lose one of my cards. I thought I left it here last time I was here, but it wasn't located. I've gotten a replacement card and I'm going to be activating that. So I'm going to be working with Huntington Bank and make sure that I have all the money that I'm supposed to in my accounts. So I should have an answer fairly soon about whether or not I'm accepted. And if I'm not, I'm going to have to move into a hotel. That's the way I see things, but hopefully I'll get accepted.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do is, you said it's 9,200 even.
9,200, yes, Your Honor. I
Okay.
would be willing to extend the reduction date to the end of the month, and I would also be willing to put no writ without a hearing.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking right along the same line. So Ms. Jimmy out, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find no tribal issue after a hearing.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm going to find that there's no tribal issue. There's nothing for the court to try. So I'm going to grant them a judgment for the $9,200.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to indicate that a writ or an order to eviction would normally issue on the 23rd. I'm going to say that it can't issue until February 27th, 2026. And then I'm going to also indicate that there's no writ will execute without a hearing. So what that basically means is it's unlikely that you're going to get it paid, but you'll probably get yourself moved in someplace. So I'm extending the time before they can have you even apply to the court to have you removed. But even if they then get to that point that they have to do that, then they still have to come see me before they can do anything.
Thank you.
All right.
So should I try and be out by February 27th?
That would be the best thing if you can. Okay.
Oh, my family can move me.
And Ms. Shemiat, just so you know, because the 27th is a Friday, the week you have the following week as well.
Yeah.
The earliest we'll check with our client to see if later he moved out is
March 2nd.
Yeah, March 2nd.
March 2nd.
What was that again? The latest I would have to move out is March 2nd?
Yep, but if you can be out on or before the 1st of March.
March, which is that Sunday.
Out,
We won't check till March, the morning of March 2nd,
out before what, March?
March 1st, on or before March 1st.
Oh, that's great. On or before March 1st, 9,200 I owe, and the rent where I've applied is a lot cheaper than what I'm paying now. So I have her number to arrange a contract to start paying her back.
Hang them back.
And I'm gonna look into my banking. So am I coming back to court yet?
Nope, I'm not gonna give another date. That will be it. And the only time that you come back to court is if they are having to forcibly remove you. Before they can do any of that, they have to come through me and ask me.
And you would get a notice.
You would get a notice in the mail.
Would I have to come to court for something?
Yes,
else?
you would have to come to court for something.
Only if you haven't moved out.
Only if you,
And-
yeah, it's only if you haven't moved out.
And we file for a eviction. And then it would just be a Friday, just like this.
Oh, this is a lot of information. Back to court only if I'm not out
Yep.
by a certain date,
Yes,
only if I'm not out by March 1st,
yes.
not out.
The judge carefully explains the timeline. Be out by March 1st if possible. If not, they must return to court before any forced removal. The tenant, overwhelmed but grateful, thanked the court for patience. After months of hearings, the judge tells her she's been a joy in his courtroom.
Sure. When would I get that notice in the mail?
Well, they would have to apply and they'd have, it would, I can't say exactly when you'd get that in the mail. All right. But Ms. Shimian, let me put it this way. I know that you show up at all hearings. So if something were to happen and there were hearings set and you're not here, then I'm probably going to send out the 40th Cavalry. We're going to find you. All right.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate your patience again
Yes.
and your understanding, and thank you, Jillian, too. That's great.
Ms. Shimian, it has, I don't think you'll have to come back and see me, but if you do, it will be a joy. And let me just tell you, you have through all of these hearings been an absolute delight.
Oh,
And have brought joy to my day. So thank you for that.
gee, I'll have to come back.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate everything you've done.
All right. Take care of yourself, please. People versus Diane Lyons. Reset.
And good afternoon, Attorney Kevin Bassan, P71026, Mr. Dion Lyons. Mr. Lyons, take your name for the record again.
Dion Lyons.
Okay. We have a problem. He came back. We received, I think, from your office, Mr. Bassan, Trinity Health documentation. Neither, and I think
That's
you were.
correct, Judge. From January 24th.
Yes. And the problem is that the medications listed here would not come back as this on a.
Then the tone shifts. A young man on bond tests positive for Suboxone. His attorney explains he's battling opioid withdrawal and sought medical help. The judge looks him in the eye and says, "Be honest with me." After hesitation, the defendant admits he had access to it before arrest.
Test. So something else is going on.
And if I could explain briefly, Your Honor.
Certainly.
So on the 24th, Mr. Lyons, along with his mother, went into Trinity Health because Mr. Lyons was having withdrawal syndrome because he had not consumed any controlled substance since his original consumption prior to his arrest. Whatever is in the system right now, Judge, I believe is still a trace amount from him using prior to his arraignment. And the reason why I submitted the Trinity Health form is to show that what they prescribed him were certain medications to help him control his vomiting and to help him control his withdrawal. There was also talks by his doctor to put him on Suboxone to hopefully help that transition. That hasn't been done yet, only because again he's technically under court supervision, and still can't test positive for any type of controlled substance. So my argument, Judge, is that he's addressing this. I don't believe what's in the system right now has been controlled substances taken prior to him being placed on bond.
Except this
He is
came
about-
back Suboxone like, right? And
I believe so, yes.
yeah. Okay, Council, I hear what you're saying. And, all right, sir, I'm just gonna tell you, you need to be honest with me, okay? Because I get what your attorney's telling me, okay? Have you been taking
Last
Suboxone?
time I took something was,
Huh?
the last time I took something was 2 days before my arrest, or one night before my arrest. Everything that I dropped dirty for, I've been taking the last.
Hold on a second, though. Here's what I'm asking you. Okay, because the last part of what your attorney said is the part that really became curious to me. The doctors are considering putting you on Suboxone, right?
Right.
And you had a heroin addiction or
Opiate.
what?
Opiate.
Some type of, okay,
Yeah.
so an opiate addiction. Okay. Let me just say this way to you, okay? Sounds like you've been struggling trying to get off.
Mhm.
Your mom took you, I think that's your mom back there, took you to Trinity Health,
Mhm.
trying to alleviate some of the things.
Right.
All right. And it's a struggle, right? Right?
Right.
Sometimes when people hear that the doctor's gonna put them on, but you're under court supervision, they find a way to get their hands on some things to help.
Mhm.
And so what I'm asking is somehow, did you get your hands on some Suboxone somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah.
Before though, before I was arrested, I stopped everything the night I was arrested.
Okay. All right. So so what you're telling me is that from the time you were arraigned, you haven't taken Suboxone.
No.
It's basically that's what's showing up here.
Yep, that's the last time I took anything.
All right. So counsel, just so that I'll say this. I don't know whether to believe you or not regarding when you took it. Okay. I'm just going to say this. Okay. You're fighting through it.
Instead of jail, the judge orders weekly testing and sends the sample for confirmation. He tells him plainly he doesn't want to lock him up if he's truly fighting addiction. It's a firm warning, but also a second chance. In this courtroom, honesty can change everything.
If you did do it, I'm going to be honest with you. I probably am not necessarily going to fault you because I just wouldn't. Okay. In this instance. So counsel, will they put him on Suboxone if the court, I mean, is the only thing that's preventing him from going on Suboxone is the court orders or
The
told-
court
I
order,
told
no
the doctor-
contact.
pardon?
I told the doctor I didn't even want to take it. I didn't want to take nothing of it.
Well, okay. No, I'm not going to have you explain it. I just, okay. So you think that if you test more, right,
Mhm.
that this is going to be out of your system?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to communicate something that community corrections communicated to us. That what you may want to do is you might want to send this test out for confirmation. That kind of lets me know kind of where your levels were. All right. So you might want to pay the $30 to do that. I mean, I know you don't want to, I get you, I hear you, but I also don't want to, it seems to me, be in a position that I got to lock you up either. Right. So balance it against that.
Right.
Okay. So are you going to do that, you think?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so go back over there and do that before that sample is no longer there. Send it out for confirmation. Since you're doing that for confirmation, you're represented by counsel. I'm gonna leave the 19th. We currently have him on what week? How often are you testing?
Twice a month.
2 times a month?
Yes.
All right, here's what I want. I'm gonna change that just in this interim period and then bring you back to it. Okay, you follow me?
Follow.
So what I want is 1 time per week testing. We'll get to the 19th, revisit it and see where you are. We should also then have the confirmation of the test that you took today.
Okay.
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna leave everything as is that we set this morning. I'm gonna let you go. go get that confirmation test scheduled, and then you'll be on weekly testing, and then we'll figure out like where we are on the 19th.
Thank you,
You understand?
sir.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Thank you very much, Alan.